reliable predictors of weight loss. And if you follow this 4-step system, you are pretty much guaranteed to lose weight. Now, can I promise you that you'll reach your goal by next month? No. And if you come across anyone who guarantees that, run. Run as fast as you can and don't look back, because the only thing you're guaranteed with quick weight loss plans is a whole lot of struggle followed by even more disappointment. Trust me, I have been there, done that, and I have all of the double XL t-shirts to prove it. Well, actually I don't, because I donated them. After following this 4-step system, I have zero need for baggy t-shirts that hide my body, because I found a system that actually worked, and it's still working 2 years later. Unlike all of those other plans that made big promises, and well, we all know how that turned out. But now that I dropped the weight I regained after following overly restrictive plans for far too long, I finally understand that making reasonable lifestyle changes is the first thing I had to do if I wanted to lose the weight. But reasonable is the key word here. You drank what to lose 50 pounds? Snake juice? I hope that doesn't mean what I think it means. The fist diet? Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that one alone. Wait, there are actual people who follow the cookie diet and they didn't expect to gain everything back? Okay. Even though I knew I had to change my habits to lose weight, because ain't nobody getting bikini ready while binge watching Bravo, I had to quit trying to drastically change everything about my life in order to fit crazy diet rules. So instead of tossing out every last morsel of processed food in my house,
No, Mom, they're my favorite!
I made it a priority to hit my daily protein target before allowing myself to give in to any cravings. And most days, once I hit my goal of 150 grams of real food protein, I didn't have a whole lot of room left over for the junk that was keeping me stuck. Nor did I really want it. Sure, most days I'd have a square of dark chocolate after dinner, but that's nothing compared to the all-out binge fest I had before making protein my priority. Swapping out my old "I'm always on a diet" attitude of "I can't have that" to my new "this is my permanent lifestyle" attitude of "I can have that, but only after hitting my protein goal" was a complete game changer for weight loss. I also had to track everything I ate to make sure that I hit that protein goal, but also to be sure that I was in a moderate calorie deficit, since a calorie deficit is required for weight loss. And after seeing just how many calories are in my favorite weekend meal, I realized just how important tracking was, especially on weekends. Because here I was eating well over 2,000 calories in just one meal. Wait, there's 1,600 calories in one slice of Oreo cheesecake? And I ate that after my healthy barbecue ranch chicken salad that comes in at 2,000 calories, which meant the moderate calorie deficit that I thought I was in easily turned into a surplus after eating out all weekend. And since tracking takes less than 60 seconds per meal, I definitely call that a more reasonable lifestyle change than attempting another crazy plan that cuts out an entire food group, or worse, cuts you down to only one food group. But even though what you eat makes up 80% of your results, I had to make even more lifestyle changes, like getting more active. Psst, hey you, did you hear that? You gotta get off the couch every now and then, especially since your floors are filthy. And by the way, it's March. That leftover Halloween candy isn't going to throw away itself. Now, if getting more active meant that I could just bust out 30 minutes on the elliptical and call it a day, I would have been set decades ago. Because I, Nissa Graun, was a cardioholic. No, seriously, my eyes used to light up like it was Christmas morning every time I passed a gym filled with cardio equipment. And you'd think I'd have no problem keeping the weight off with my slight addiction to cardio. But nope, I struggled for decades, even while huffing and puffing my way through all of the cardio machines for 60 minutes or more most days. The thing I didn't understand is that while yes, cardio is great for heart health, overdoing it isn't that great for weight loss, because the calories you burn while busting your butt don't mean much if your workout exhausts you and you end up sedentary for the rest of the day. And those calories burned mean even less if you overeat later, because all of that cardio left you freaking starving. Even worse, obsessive cardio can send the message to slow your metabolism down, which means the calorie deficit I'm aiming for while tracking food won't be a calorie deficit for long, because my metabolism already slows down every time I cut calories for weight loss. And whenever I overdo cardio, my metabolism slows down even more, because my body doesn't want to lose fat as quickly as I do. But ditching obsessive cardio doesn't mean that I should go back to bitching Bravo. I mean, unless I'm watching it while getting in some steps. So while yes, I still take daily walks in order to keep activity up, I walk at a more reasonable pace that doesn't exhaust me for the rest of the day. That way, I'm not sedentary for the other 23 hours because now I have energy to do other things besides just sitting on the couch. And when you look at my overall calories out on days I just hit the elliptical for 30 minutes, while remaining sedentary for the rest of the day versus the days I'm more active by aiming for 10,000 steps per day, you can see that being more active throughout the day helps more with fat loss than a quick daily cardio session. But even though most people already understand that getting more active is a great predictor of weight loss, there's another hidden gem that even though I knew about it for a long time, I never truly understand the benefits until I hit my mid-40s. And that gem we should all be taking advantage of is a solid strength training program. Now, if you're thinking, okay, lady, but I don't want to look like Arnold. Well, yeah, neither do I. I mean, unless you think I look like Arnold, because in that case, I totally want to look like Arnold. And I want to eat like him too. But not like that. But I do want to eat more than the measly low-calorie plans that I followed in the past, which a solid strength training plan allows me to do. The thing is, that toned physique most women want isn't achieved by starving yourself and with endless cardio. Unless you want that really emaciated look, which I'm sorry, I am not here to help with that. But if you want help with this, I can totally help with that. Because I learned that building muscle builds your metabolism. So instead of continually struggling to stick to a 1200 calorie plan that I'd eventually fall off of while quickly regaining everything I lost, I instead eat closer to 2000 calories while still losing fat at a moderate pace. Am I dropping 5 or 10 pounds a week like some of these quick weight loss plans promote? Nope, nor do I want to. Because I finally learned that the faster you lose weight, the faster you put it all right back on. And if you haven't already learned that lesson, just give it a few more fad diets. Eventually, you will come to the same conclusion. But even though I don't want to drop weight as quickly as I did in the past, I still want to see my scale move in the right direction. While what the scale says isn't nearly as important as fat loss metrics like losing inches, dropping clothing sizes, or even just feeling better, weighing myself every day keeps me on track for my fat loss goals. But I need to let you in on a little secret about daily weigh-in. Because if seeing the scale go up even a little makes you sob like a little girl, then do not attempt this at home. Back in the day, I remember doing a little happy dance every time I saw the scale drop. But on days my scale didn't move, or worse, it went back up, let's just say those days didn't go quite as well. But once I learned to look at the scale as just another data point, I was able to use my weekly weight averages as a reliable indicator as to whether or not my plan was working. But in order for weight averaging to become a helpful data point, you gotta be really patient. And I mean way more patient than you think. Like the same kind of patience I had when first getting started with my flexible dieting plan. Because my scale hardly moved for months. And even when that finally moved, it wasn't all that quick. But that's mostly because I was finally losing weight the right way, which meant I was gaining muscle while also losing fat. So instead of setting my expectations to lose 10 pounds a month every single month, followed by quick weight regain, I was okay with only losing 2 to 4 pounds most months. And my patience totally paid off since those 2 to 4 pounds per month eventually got me to my goal weight. Since I took the slow and steady approach, I see no signs of gaining it all back for pretty much the first time in my entire life. And keeping track of all of these success metrics for weight loss is pretty much all I had to do to lose weight this time around. Now I have 2 full years of data that I've collected on myself, which helps me adjust my plan to reach any future goals I set. And even though it looks complicated, once I got my goal tracker set up, it only takes a few minutes each day to complete. I credit sticking to tracking these metrics 100% for finally reaching my goal, because I'm using my own personal data to reach my goal instead of the scale drama and strict rules most weight loss plans revolve around. If you want a little help setting up a goal tracker of your own, check the pinned comment for a link, because I want you to get the same results I did with a high protein diet. No drama necessary. And I also want to help you learn exactly how I follow a high protein diet that makes it easy for all of these other factors to fall into place for a fat loss plan that actually works. But if you want to learn that, then you gotta watch this video next. I'll show you how I eat everything I love while still working towards my fat loss goals.
Hey, no, Mom, they're my favorite. No.